Alright guys, good morning. It's Oracle 684 back here, and it's a little after 6 a.m. in the morning. And yesterday the first trailer for the new Halloween movie did come out, and I'm going to watch it on my smartphone. Just going to do a little reaction. I did watch it like 6-7 times already, so basically I'm going to give you my thoughts about the film after I see the trailer. So here we go. It's going to be quite fun. Can't wait for October of.
I've waited for him. Testing 1, 2, 3. Put it on.
We're here to investigate the patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on Halloween in 1978. He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night. And spent the last 40 years.
It's like the 7th time I've seen this trailer, so.
Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
I like that, you know, they have the actual music and they stop and they start the music.
I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode.
Dun, dun, dun,
She was
dun,
almost
dun,
murdered.
dun.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, that was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back for a vengeance in this film.
So I can kill him. Dad, look out! The bus crashed.
What bus crash?
Michael escaped.
See elements of H2O
Excuse
in
me,
here.
somebody's in here.
Hello?
Elements of The Return.
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him. Get out of the room! Get inside!
It's a cool shot right there.
You don't believe in the boogeyman. He's here! Michael! You should.
Can you close the closet door?
October 19th. Okay, that's it. This is probably by far the most hyped up horror movie I've ever seen for a trailer. If everybody has known me, if you guys have actually stuck by me with my YouTube channel in the past, the 2 horror movie franchises that I'm really big on are Friday the 13th and Halloween. You know, this takes place 40 years after the 1978 event. The only gripe I do have about this film is why didn't they include the events of the original 1981 Halloween 2, because that happened in the same night as the 1978 film. But whatever the reason was, I heard, you know, there's things with, you know, John Carpenter. John Carpenter didn't want to make a sequel to his masterpiece in '78, so after the end of the '78 version, where, you know, Michael gets shot off the balcony of the Doyle house and his body is missing, he basically got apprehended by the police. This whole franchise is very, very unique in a way. I'm pretty sure everybody kind of knows. There's a couple different, you know, storylines. There's quite a few trilogies that could be in the mix with the franchise itself. Now with this one here, I like the mask. This is supposed to be the mask from the original film, but it's, you know, all weathered, all aged, and, you know, stuff. And it's got like a little bit of the Rob Zombie feel, a little bit of the Halloween 6 feel as well. It almost sounds like that what's his name, the Courtney guy, Judd Courtney, is playing mostly Michael Myers in the film, where Nick Castle is playing just little bits and pieces here and there. There is quite a few Easter eggs of the other films in this film, even though this film ignores the events from 2 all the way to Resurrection. We don't count the Rob Zombie stuff. But it's kind of weird when you go back and you say that this film ignores the events from the other sequels when it has Easter eggs of some of the sequels in there, like the scene with it's in the garage with that guy's body. That was an homage to the Return of Michael Myers. The scene with I think it was the reporter or something that was in the beginning of the trailer. She's in the women's restroom. That's an homage to H2O. And there was also again on my Facebook this morning, and they were comparing like the homages from the other films. And there was one scene that I didn't catch because the trailer does go by quick. But there was a scene from like an homage to Halloween 3 with the the witch mask, the skull mask, and stuff like that. And then there's a scene with Laurie when she's pointing the gun at the window where Michael is at upstairs. That's supposed to be an homage to Halloween 2. I'm really excited for this film. I've never been so excited for a horror film this much. I think the last one that I was super stoked for was back almost a decade ago, was with or maybe over a decade and a half ago, was with Jason X and Halloween Resurrection, which those two, to me, I like them. A lot of fans didn't, but who cares? But other than that, I mean, the movie looks great. I just love the way the direction it's going, and it's great to see Jamie Lee Curtis back in roles, Laurie Strode. And it's also kind of weird because Laurie Strode has a daughter in this film, and it's not Jamie Lloyd, but her daughter has a daughter of her own, which Laurie Strode is now a grandmother as well, which is really, really cool. But other than that, man, I'm so hyped up. This is like the 7th time I watched this trailer, and I just basically had to get it out of the way this morning because yesterday I was just too tired. Been working early summer, getting up at 4 a.m. to drive to work. We're almost 45 minutes to 50 minutes away. But yeah, not bad for a 6 o'clock in the morning video review of the first Halloween 2018 trailer. This is Oracle 684 out of here, guys, and hope you guys have a great weekend. I know I will.